I started songwriting when I was like 5 years old, and it was a form of survival. I remember the first song I ever wrote, I just sang, "You're gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay." I didn't realize it at the time, but I was self-soothing. It was a way I could process what was happening. I think I was 8 when I realized that I had a mental disorder. I grew up in a traumatic, abusive household, and there was just a lot of violence. I remember crying every day on the way to school and feeling really, really lonely. I all of a sudden had this awareness that not every kid experienced what I experienced, because up to that point, before you're socialized, you just think everything that you experience is really normal. But I didn't get a formal diagnosis until I was 15. And even then I didn't really believe it, because I thought I was just like a hormonal teenager and I was just being dramatic. I came out when I was 17, and that was the same year that I attempted suicide. So after I attempted suicide, that was kind of the moment I was like, I need help. I need something beyond therapy. And I'm really glad I got on medication. It was like the best thing I ever did. And it took a while to find the right sort of combination, but I think asking for help is really brave and courageous and the best possible thing you can do for yourself. I think there are a lot of people in the LGBTQ community that deal with mental illness. There are these parallels of being othered in the larger community and culture. It is exponentially difficult to come out and also admit that you have a mental issue. Every representation of my identity communicates to me that I am not worthy, I'm not sexy, I'm to be othered. My self-talk was kind of poisonous. Once I realized that I could reframe the way that I perceived the world, I felt empowered. Joy for me didn't necessarily look like not having mental illness or not being fat. Like I realized that I could love myself radically now. To be able to talk about the journey to unabashed, radical self-love feels like a gift. I wouldn't be able to do that if I wasn't also present in my grief and my pain. The duality is, I think, where I live. I think anyone that's struggling with depression or mental illness should know it's okay to not have it all together, but you can't be not okay for a long period of time. You have to get help. Around the time I decided I was going to embark on the journey of radical self-love, I was like 21. I had really hit rock bottom. Part of my mental disorder is that I'm extremely forgetful. Ever since I could drive, I would lock my keys in the car. I decided to open a credit card specifically for the purpose of paying a locksmith to come and open my car for me. I maxed out that credit card. I was incredibly in debt. I decided that I was going to try something different. I decided to make copies of my car keys. I gave one to my roommate. I gave one to my mom. I hid one at school. I have not locked my keys in the car since then. It's because I was gentle and fair to myself, that I offered radical kindness to my own brain. I get choked up when I think about it, because it was such a transformative small act that really changed my perception of what I was capable of and what I deserved. You deserve to move through life in a way that's easy for you. Encourage imagination, because there are solutions there. We just have to find them. And hopefully the rest of the world will get on board with those solutions to say, we want you here.